While other parts of the state and country are dealing with major flooding, northeast Wisconsin tends to avoid the mess. Fox 11 meteorologist Phil DeCastro explains why.
Minor flooding certainly isn't a foreign concept for portions of northeast Wisconsin. However, for others, it's a pretty rare occurrence, and that is especially true in Green Bay.
You need several things to happen: heavy rain, persistent northeast winds that are strong, and high levels on Lake Michigan. And we haven't had all three of those together in well over 10 years.
In fact, most of the Green Bay shoreline is in what's known as a 100-year floodplain. That means significant flooding can be expected once every 100 years, or in other words, there is a 1% chance each year for that flooding. It also means it could happen in back-to-back years, but that would be extremely rare. However, that is not the case everywhere. The Upper Fox and Wolf Rivers tend to flood relatively frequently because of the lay of the land.
It's fairly flat. There's obviously a large volume of water that runs into those tributaries, and it basically can't get away. It's so flat that it can't get away. So again, just simple hydraulics would tell you that those areas are going to back up, and they do.
That flat terrain is also a blessing in disguise. It slows water, meaning you don't see the raging torrents that wash away bridges and buildings. On the other hand, the faster moving lower Fox River doesn't flood very often. It drops 170 feet between Menasha and De Pere. This means stronger currents, but the terrain keeps the river at bay.
We have, high banks, and unfortunately this water goes through, and it just doesn't raise to the level where most of the homes or dwellings are. So we're fortunate that way.
Many other major rivers in the area are either slower moving or controlled by dams. So to sum it up, if you want to avoid the risk of flooding, northeast Wisconsin, in general, is the right place to be. Meteorologist Phil DeCastro, Fox 11 News.
Officials say if you do encounter floodwaters, do not try to cross them. As little as 6 inches of moving water can sweep your feet from under you, and just 2 feet will sweep away most vehicles.